Howdy, y'all.
What up, guys? We're back on pod 6 today. Got another pod coming out. So, yeah. Welcome to the It's Going to Be Sweet podcast. We're doing another pod for you guys, solo pod, before we do another guest. This is my co-host, Jesse, right here, as you know. We got a lot to talk about in this 30-minute podcast, so we're going to get right into it. Last weekend, I did race my first ever Moto Hill Climb Series race. Shout out to Moto Hill Climb Series. Those guys are awesome. I used to be a pro motocross racer, and I've never done hill climb before. So I went out there. I entered pro for my first ever hill climb on their premier hill, which is the steepest hill I believe that they have at Carnegie. Definitely did no justice looking at videos I've been watching videos the last 3-4 weeks before that race, just kind of like trying to get a feel for it and see what these guys are doing on their bikes. And definitely was not expecting that hill to be that steep. It was so fun though. Once I got my first run out of the way, I mean, I was ready to go after that. But I will tell you, before they let me go, my heart was beating at probably 180 beats per second without even riding. So
It was a
lot better lighting today, though.
for sure. Decided to finally open the blinds. So
exactly. So basically, back to what I was saying. That hill I got mad respect for these guys. Now, all you guys out there, Logan Mead, Kapala, we got Austin Tyler out there. We got a bunch of other guys out there that are straight badass mofos on these bikes. So once I saw these guys go over those hills, like you look at these videos online and you're like, yeah, it's not that steep, sometimes depending on the place they're at. But yeah, this was not the case. So, Jesse right here can give you a little, take on it as well. So what do you think?
Yeah, it was, like you said, rolling up to it. It was 6 a.m. or whatever time. The sun was coming up, and that hill, standing at the base of it, just looking massive. And it's just impressive watching those guys go up. They get up that thing, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how they do that. You can really tell how much the modified bikes get to the top. They just, that extra power, just slow and steady, all the way up. Some of them, yeah, the top guys.
Yeah, some of these guys are straight going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then going to the top of the hill and then looking down, that was a trip. It's like it was probably like 600-foot elevation change to the bottom, So it was cool checking it out. First time for me being at one of those events. So cool checking it out in person. It was fun day.
Yeah, so I went up to Logan Mead. Shout out to the homie. He was like, "Hey, take me up to the top. I need to talk to my camera guy." So he's like, "Ride me up there." So he ended up riding me on my own bike up there, and I got up there and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, Jesse's got to see this. Like, this is gnarly. Like when you look at the hill from the bottom of the hill, it's big. But when you go to the top of that thing, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is the hill I'm going up. Like,
I'll put a couple clips of the hill climb like over this pod so you can see. But it was gnarly. It was super cool.
And don't forget, we are dropping. We still got the compound vlog coming. Actually, the file got corrupted on Final Cut, so we had to literally start that whole thing over. Jesse actually had to start that whole vlog over, so that's going to be dropping as well. But we got another vlog coming from this event, and dude, we got so much footage. So please, guys, go check that vlog out when we drop it at Thursday at 6:30 p.m. This week. So believe that's
just go watch it, because
tomorrow.
By the time you watch this pod, it will be on YouTube. Yep. So just go watch it.
Just go watch it. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't even think about that. But,
yeah.
We're a little late on the pod. So we kind of just do these things, guys. We don't have a schedule on these pods. So, a lot of people that I talk to don't think we're not having you on yet because we don't want you. We are just working every single day and doing events. So we just do it when we can. So like today we got off a little early and we're like, all right, it's time to do a pod, because we have the time to do it. So we're trying to get these pods out for you guys. We really do enjoy doing this. It's fun. I enjoy helping Jesse like edit and throwing pointers and stuff like that. So I'm learning myself. I'm dropping a lot of shorts for you guys. I mean, like we got so many crashes that are coming on this vlog.
Yeah,
Funny,
it's gonna be
funny,
a good one.
yeah, funny first time moments, on there. I actually went up against Logan Capallo, which is like he actually won the championship in a couple of those classes. So that was my first ever pro hill climb race. I qualified into the main. I believe it was 27th out of 36 I qualified in. Um, and and then I believe I got 23rd out of 36 guys in the main. I basically got the second gate pick though in the main, and I also straight damn near broke my middle finger the first run I did, because it was actually my worst fear came true. So on these events, I'm used to motocross races where I'm up against 5, 10, 20, 30 guys, in my life. So I'm not used to being in the spotlight. You know what I mean? So like everybody is down there. It's my first time. They're all looking up at you. So anything you do, but I realized once it happened, I was just in my head and it's like nobody really cares.
No.
They're all hella cool people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just a little nervous. It was my first time. I didn't want to make a fool of myself, I mean, I saw dudes that are literally pro loop it off the gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Classic.
And I've never done this. So I was like, that is not going to happen to me. I'm not letting that happen. But I did fall down the hill twice on the way down, so that's going to be some good footy for you
Hard
guys.
not to slip and fall on that hill. Like it was steep. So
And Jesse was down there recording it, and I had the GoPro on. Apparently, there's no GoPros allowed on your helmet, but I saw some other guy doing it, and I asked him, and he said they haven't said anything. So I was like, you know what? I got to get this footage, so I'm going for it. If they say something, I'll take it off. I respect those guys, so if you guys ever see it on me and you're mad about it, just let me know. I'm respectful. I'll take it off for you. I'm not worried about it. But I had to get the footy for my first time. I mean, there's no way I wasn't getting that footage.
yeah,
so,
right.
So basically the hill is just so steep and slippery, with grass, cut up from ripping up that. It's dry. There's no really water except for the morning. They watered like half the hill, but by the time it was like 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, that's when our first qualifying session started. There was literally no water. So
Yeah, it was just like
pure
exposed dirt at that point and super silty dirt.
Jesse can give you a take on what happened to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, he went up the hill. He did, honestly, Cam did better than I thought he was going to do. He made it, like, they have flags going on the way up.
I'm going to give myself a Zenachino for that.
Yeah, a little lip pillow.
A little lip pillow for the pat on the back.
You deserve it, bud.
I appreciate it. My finger's starting to feel better. I'm supposed to go riding with Steve and
tomorrow, right?
No, Friday for his birthday with everybody at
Friday,
Mammoth Bar.
Today's Wednesday.
So I'm going either way. So I'm gonna have to run it, baby. We're running it. What I mean? It's moto. It's all part of it.
Hey, just tape that thing up. You'll be good.
I'm gonna take a little bit out of here though. I don't want to do too much, Zen. So gotta rip this baby open and give myself a low dose.
A little too powerful. But anyways, he was going up. Finished his run, and on the way down, that's like the hardest part of the whole thing, because if you don't make it to the top, like you can't just like ride your bike down because it's literally that steep. So
I mean, you can. There's dudes doing it.
I mean,
straight savages.
Not from where you were though. Everyone was walking.
No, I did see. I don't know if maybe you just
maybe one or two guys.
Like a couple of badass dudes. Like whoever. Shout out to whoever, dude. I got mad respect for even coming down that hill because and I tried it. So both times I was like I didn't learn from my first mistake. So the second time I was like okay, I'm gonna try it again. Nope.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready. I was not ready for that. So, and then
the rocks coming down.
Yeah, the first run, I hurt my finger, but I had so much adrenaline from just this hill because how gnarly it was that I didn't even notice my finger. And both of my hands, like this part of my hand, I can barely. My joints all messed up. It's starting to feel a little better now. This one's still swollen a little bit. It's going down, but I can't even squeeze. Like I can't squeeze with this hand right now. So I actually there's a break in between the qualifying, and I realized I was in the main, and it was like 2 hours go by, probably before that main started. And by the time that main got here, I mean I was telling Jesse like, bro, my hand is like hurting right now.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And no excuses though. That dude Logan, like he beat me straight up. He probably either way he would have beat me most likely. So I also had the worst possible line. If you look at the video, we'll throw it up. We have the GoPro and the regular video. So we'll throw that up for you guys, and we're gonna double it so you can watch both of them at the same time. So we're trying to do cool things on the vlogs for you guys, make it better to watch, less boring. We're trying to cut any boringness out of there for you guys.
Yeah, one line, two angles. It's dope.
Exactly. We don't need we want you guys to like keep watching. So we're trying to do our best to edit it correctly. We're trying to kind of go for the buttery look, you know. So we appreciate butter. We watch your stuff. Shout out to you, bro, because like that teaches us a lot, and we
hope you get that charger back, dog.
Exactly, for sure, for sure. I'm hoping. I really do pray for you that it's not the chop shop. So.
Yeah, bro, they're so close to Mexico down there. I hope it's not already across the border. You know.
Yeah, my boy Chase got his SS Trailblazer that had like supercharger in it stolen back in the day, buttery. So I know exactly what you're going through. He had no insurance on it either.
Dang.
So he just paid like $60,000 for this thing, put this engine in it. Some dude just hopped in it because he leaves his keys in it as well. So somebody just hopped in it, took off. You never seen that thing again. So definitely understand that.
Yeah, that sucks, bro.
Hopefully you didn't have your keys in it.
Yeah, sorry to get us distracted
sympathy.
though. We were talking about something.
Yeah, but yeah, that basically, I think we were just talking about that hill and just how gnarly and how much I got respect for those dudes going down it.
Totally.
And also that I hurt myself, and you know that line that I had going up the hill. You'll see it in the video. It's rough. You got a left line with like a nice line going up it on the left hand gate, and then you got the right hand gate, which if you're not going to get the jump on that rider, which I've never done a great start. So this is a great start that I'm doing. And I also geared my bike down one tooth in the front. So it was
smart.
It had some real pep to it, even in second gear.
You felt a difference?
I mean, Logan, oh yeah. Oh, remember
like
when
actually?
So he cut this part out of the video. He should have just left it in, but I did my practice start. And,
yeah.
I was like, I just wanted to see, and it was like, bop, and it was like Willie, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to tone this down on the grate because there's no slip on the grate. It's not like cement or dirt. Like your tire is sticking, especially a brand new tire. You know,
for sure.
There's some other dudes that straight candlesticked it off of it. So we'll show you that.
Yeah, some of the dudes were like smoking their rear tire like on the grate.
There's already so much like.
Yeah, you don't even. It's like I don't know. Like
maybe they had bald tires.
Something. Yeah, try and heat them up a little bit.
But
extra stick.
So yeah, Logan Mead was saying, he's like, oh, you did a first gear start when I sent it. We were talking yesterday, and I sent him the videos and stuff, and some pictures of him and his dad, and he's like, you did a first gear start, and I was like, no, that was second gear, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't start in first gear, and I told him normally when I don't use my whole shot device in a moto race, I heard Mooscan does this as well in certain pros. I'll start in third gear. I've already got like a few hole shots in the last couple of years starting in third gear, because I can just literally, because if I'm in second gear, even when I'm half throttle, like there's a chance I'm gonna wheelie or it's gonna stick too hard.
Yeah.
So when you're in third gear, and then the benefit of that is you don't have to shift.
Yeah, right.
So I don't even need to shift once I start in third gear. Like, I can just I can damn near hold it wide open on the start and drop the clutch.
Really, in third?
Yeah, yes.
You don't have to feather it out all the way.
A little bit, you know.
Yeah,
but I can.
yeah.
I mean, I'm dropping it a lot harder than I would in second. Put it that
Wow.
way. Not all the way. Not
Yeah.
dumb. I always have my fingers on the clutch. Any decent pro is gonna have their finger on the brake at all times and the finger on the clutch. So I never take it off, but I definitely drop it a lot harder than I would in second. So yeah, that grate, I was like, I do not want to loop out, just like I don't want to fall down the hill. So I fell down the hill, but I did not loop out on the gate. So I feel like I did pretty decent on the gate for my first time. So
for
but
sure.
yeah, that dude Logan, shout out, bro. You're straight savage, and we're gonna have Logan said he's down. We have an interview. We'll throw up. I think we're gonna throw up on the vlog as well of Kapala, and we also got an interview with Logan Mead. They both want to come on the podcast. Logan Mead's actually an X Games gold medalist in the Winter X Games on the Harley with the rear end spikes and all that. So and I think he won it like the last year they did it. So I don't think they even do it anymore.
Badass.
So he's the reigning man, you know, for until they have it back now. You know?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some pods with these guys. They said they're down to come on. Like I said, we do the remote thing, so we can pretty much call them if we want to. So we'll be having that.
Pretty easy these days.
Yeah, this event was really cool though. I mean, they had like Halloween stuff for the kids. Some of the guys dressed up. And yeah, that was fun. But anything else that you have to say about this event?
Um, I don't know. It was just a fun day, and yeah, I don't know
I love
what
that. I
else.
love that clip though with the dude. So because I went up to the standing to see what I qualified, and then there's another sheet that has like the bracket, so who you're going against, and they're gonna put like the top guys against the slower guys so that get eliminated, quicker. That way the day goes by quicker. Makes
Yeah.
sense. So obviously he gets the first gate pick, all that. But I had no idea who this guy was, but I got an interview with the camera guy that was doing all the footage. He was up there and he happened to be able to turn his camera on. We did an interview. It might be out there. I'm not sure. But I was like, yeah, I'm going against Gapala. And he didn't say anything really. He just said, that dude's badass. Like, he's like a top guy. And I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for making me more nervous. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I thought that was so cool because, I mean, that's going to make our vlog that much better. I mean, getting to go against the number one. So that's the whole moral of the story is my buddy, we're at the waiting area before our main event. And I was talking to one of the other dudes I met that also does biomedical engineering like us. And he works for Logan and his dad. Second dude I've ever met third dude that does biomedical now that I know that races motocross and does all this kind of stuff. So we were at the line, and long story short, he's like, "Who you going against?" And I was like, "Oh, this guy Kapala. I'm not sure. I heard he's fast." And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "What number is he?" And he goes, "Number one." And we just both start busting up laughing. It's like I had no clue, that this dude was number one. So that was a little funny moment for me.
For
So,
sure. Yeah, that was cool.
and losing my goggles in the beginning of the first qualifying session was fun as well. So I was number 16 and I'm trying to get ready, and I had put my goggles inside my truck to keep the dust off them because there's so much dust everywhere.
Oh, that's why you put him in there.
Yeah.
Smart.
So and then
Well, I guess not smart.
what happened is I had a White Claw or a Coors Light before my first qualifying to take the nerves away. Blessed by Logan Paul. I mean Logan.
That's funny.
Logan Mead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think the D8's kicking in now.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
Where's
So
the
I
D8 at?
had a beer somewhere.
Oh, it's all good.
I'll find it in a second. But yeah, I had a beer, and then before that main event, my hand was like hurting, like I said, and I was like, dude, I need a White Claw. So I banged a White Claw and did a little partaking with one of the pros.
Yeah.
Before that, so that definitely
The
helped
initiation.
me. The initiation. I had no longer had nerves anymore from the first run. I was ready to go, so I was like, I'm good now. Like, there's no way I'm doing that though before the first qualifying that I've never done it before. So now that I got it under my belt, I was like, all right, I need a little relief right now.
Yeah.
My hand hurts. So, but yeah, so great event, guys. We really appreciate you guys. And a lot of the riders gave us a follow. So for all those guys, we appreciate your guys' support. Yeah, and Bentley on the mic, dude. I mean, this dude is such a savage on the mic. He reminds me of Joe Comedy, the Harley guy that does the announcing for Harleys and the Concrete Cowboys. Shout out to Joe Comedy. Apparently, I asked Bentley if he knew him, and he was like, "Yeah, I met that guy. It's so crazy when I met because he reminds me of myself." And I was like, "That's what I think. That you guys remind me of each other. You just have different voices."
Yeah.
But that shit was kind of funny as well. So hopefully Bentley said he wants to come on the podcast as well. So we got some good guests lined up. We got Moto Dojo coming on next, and then we're gonna be trying to get some of those guys on after that. We're gonna have Bud Skycam back on soon here to recap on his whole season with Peacock. If you guys haven't checked out that pod yet, that's one of our best pods with Bud Skycam. Talking about him getting accepted with Peacock to fly the drones, and they were trying him out this season, and it looks like he's doing awesome because they're keeping him on.
Yeah, it will be cool to talk to him because I'm pretty sure we did that pod and he hadn't even done Hangtown yet.
Yeah, no,
right?
yeah, we
So,
announced it on the pod.
Yeah,
so.
it will be cool to talk to him after he did every round,
Exactly.
So, and I bet he's got some good stories.
And he still does local races. Bud still supports the local community. So a lot of the stuff we talked about is how he does it, some of the rates possibly. I mean, so that gives you some info on how you can get a hold of him. So yeah, go check that pod out, guys. It's a good one. We're gonna have him back on.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions for us, we want to start doing some segments here. Like we got one coming up right now. We're gonna read some comments for you guys. But if you guys have any suggestions you want to throw out there, like some segments we can do to make it more fun for you guys, we love suggestions. So gives us motivation and gives us more things to do. So let us know.
For sure.
But you got something to say about Hayden Deegan, right?
Oh yeah, well, Hayden went through his Canon young motocross career event. It really seems all these boys love to bleach their hair bright blonde, and a couple days ago it was Hayden's turn, so he got that bleach flow now. It was just funny seeing it because he looks like exactly like his old teammate Levi Kitchen. He had that bleach flow going too, so it was funny seeing that for sure.
That's really interesting to me because you know how what they say, the saying is for the T's and the L's, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
When they paint their hair a color or multiple colors, you know that one color means you're sort of crazy. 2 colors means you're about a 6 out of 10. And more than 3, you're looking at like a 9 to 10 out of 10. I mean, you got to, on the crazy Richter scale, you might need a straitjacket. So.
Yeah. So some of these comments here on this Hayden Deegan, the video he uploaded on TikTok, like the top comments, like low key starting to look like Levi Kitchen. Bro got the Levi Kitchen look. Oh my God, look, Levi Kitchen. Slim Shady of motocross. That's a funny one. Going through the bleach hair phase. I don't know one rider that hasn't. That's facts, bro. That's facts.
Yeah, but read their names. Like their do all the names.
Jace said that. Dylan Skinner. Owen Solomon.
Dylan Skinner where?
Right here.
Click that profile.
He's a gamer. You know a gamer?
Never mind. I just know Dylan Skinner. Shout out Vacaville Auto Body. We used to race together, so I just didn't know if it was Dylan Skinner.
And Ollie Boy _610. Like your comment, bud.
What was it?
And all the girls, Mina's saying, Hayden, no, crying face. So
some of the girls are going to like it, though, Hayden. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure most of
them
will.
You know what? People can hate all they want. We're just messing with you, but they can hate all they want, but we know you're getting those things.
Yeah, getting those checks too.
Hayden Deegan's going to Pound Town. You feel me?
Hey, the only reason we're hating is because we're fans, you know. So
yeah, we're just messing around, guys.
Yeah.
We love all you guys. We think you're all savages. Like I've already talked so many things about how much I respect you, Deegan. So you know what I mean on the pod. I mean I think you're a savage on the bike. So regardless of what we say, we're just messing around.
For sure, you rip, kid. And then in other news, I know Ducati's coming out with a dirt bike, which is crazy. I've heard some things that it doesn't look too sexy. And I'm sure it's going to cost $25,000, but that's just crazy. I think it's good for the sport though in the long term. Like,
bingo.
Just having more manufacturers making bikes, it creates more competition. I think it's good for the sport.
It's 420. It's 420.
Oh, it's
time.
Ding! A bell just went off in Cameron's head. Ding, ding. So
no, I saw my phone. I was actually going to pull up the. We're talking about Ducati, but Ducati's not much to talk about. I mean, I've never really been I like the Ducati bikes, but I'm a fan of like R1s and, Gixxer 1000s and like
sport bikes,
so I've never been a big fan of the Ducati. They're definitely cool looking though.
It will just be like crazy, like Ducatis at the track now, like so I guarantee someone's gonna cop one.
Well, hopefully, what, Ducati, if you're gonna come out with a new bike, you better make it cheaper than all the bikes.
Yeah, right.
Like these bikes are getting way out of hand.
No, I think it's gonna be twice as expensive as all the other bikes.
It's just crazy to me, like how bikes just keep getting cheaper and more expensive, just like medical equipment.
Yeah, right. The quality,
cars, everything.
I mean, I don't know if the quality is really going down. You think? On the KTMs?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But
there's a lot. Maybe I spoke a little too much on that aspect. But I'm saying it seems.
But like the prices are getting out of hand.
They're getting out of hand, regardless of how good these bikes are. It's like crazy to me, especially these e-bikes they're trying to sell.
Oh, jeez,
Speaking of
dude.
e-bikes, we got some
Yeah.
stuff to say to you guys.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
it's like, how you gonna charge that much? I mean, I know they're new, so
yeah.
they're gonna come out. They're gonna be expensive to start out. Eventually, they'll be cheaper.
Hopefully, man.
Just like the Torrent.
30 grand for an e-bike is just crazy, dude.
Remember,
That's
Justin was trying to get me for. Well, he
yeah.
wasn't trying to get me. He was just, I like the Torrent, and I wanted to. I was like, how much is it? And he first started selling them trackside.
A Torrid is a small kid's like it's like a 50, but it's e-bike.
They had a
So
little bit bigger ones as well. But yeah, so basically, long story short, I wanted to get one for my daughter, and they were like around 2,800 to 3,000 retail when they first came out, and then they sold apparently, and it kind of messed up the dealer situation, and everybody's like. Because they're changing the color of the bike, and all these dealers just bought all these bikes that are like the older ones, and now they're changing the color, and I'm sure there's other things that were annoying as well for them. But that now these bikes are going. Justin told me he can get me one for like $1,200 maybe.
yeah, funny how that works. So you're right. In time, hopefully those e-bikes will get cheaper. I'm sure they will. Just like everything else.
But yeah,
Totally.
so we want to read. I wanted to read the polls off on our last e-bike conversation. We did a nice reel for you guys with Jesse speaking about his opinion on e-bikes and whether or
My
not
opinion.
you can go on with it. What we talked about.
Yeah, what were we talking
We were
about?
basically talking about you thought.
Oh
that,
yeah. So I don't know. I do not see e-bikes like replacing dirt bikes. I mean, maybe they'll force us someday in the state of California, like no more gas dirt bikes. But I mean, I feel like that's still a long ways away. Hopefully too. But I just don't see. I don't see e-bikes replacing 450s anytime soon. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
So we did a poll on that reel. Basically, I did a poll the other day to see what you guys think. Because we want you guys to interact with us because we want to do more polls and more comments and answer people's questions. If you guys have any funny things you want us to do, like we're down. We want to do some funny shit. So one of the topics was e-bikes only, fool. Nah, 4 strokes only, fam. Or both. Nah, I'm saying West Side.
So let's hear what the people had to say.
E-bikes only, fool. 25%. Hell no.
What?
25%.
That's a lot.
You already know Bud Skycam's in there. I think he was the only voter.
Oh, was he?
And then we got, sorry, I was a little loud, guys. Sorry. Nah, 4 strokes only, fam. 38%.
Nice.
Both. You know what I'm saying? And if you know how to do math, then you know it's 38 percentile.
Yeah.
Again, you
Yeah.
feel me? So, yeah. So we're going to go with both. You know what I'm saying?
Both.
Because I
They're
would
both sick.
I would like to have an e-bike myself, but I'm not paying 12 grand.
Yeah, they're both sick. It's like they go hand in hand, 2 wheels for life, So I think the e-bikes are dope. They're just expensive. And I don't know, the first e-bike purchase for me will be like an e-mountain bike. I think those things are so sick. Just go cruise the trails with a motor. I mean, I'm sick of pedaling, so I think that looks dope. I know the classic mountain bike guys get a little upset when their e-bikes are on the trail, but it's 2023, man. You got to get used to it. There's e-bikes everywhere now,
And
So,
Josh raced 485. Shout out Josh. He raced his e-bike at the hill climb race this weekend. That was I think the only e-bike out there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he made it over. So,
Yeah, I think he
on
did.
the stock class, so respect.
Totally, for sure. I
But
mean,
yeah,
they got that torque to get up there,
I just want to give a shout out to Ricky Kenny as well, because that wreck on the Harley, we're gonna throw it up here, was savage. So I can't even imagine taking that Harley back down the hill.
I mean, he pulled that off without getting hurt too, so props on that, for sure.
Ooh, look at that. We're at exactly 30 minutes.
Perfect
And
timing.
Dylan still has not called.
Dylan, shame on you, Dylan. Shame on you.
Try to call him. But yeah, dude, like I said, once again, guys, I know I've been saying it the first part of the pod, but dude, respect for these guys, man. Like Logan Paul, Austin Tyler, we got Kapala, we got other guys out there. Anybody attempting that hill, I mean, respect. You know what
Should I FaceTime him or call him?
FaceTime, see what he does.
Here, you
But
take your shiny face.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be back November 11th, I think, for the shotgun race. I'm gonna vend, so hopefully you guys come out, check us out, grab some product. We'll give you guys some discounts. Well, we always have some sick discounts at the track for you guys. We appreciate all your support. So I'm gonna be. Hopefully that's more of a moto style for me. He's talking about some credit with people, so
Bummer.
He's scamming people.
We'll get him on the next one.
Scamming people.
But that's what we said 10 pods ago. So, Dylan, get your butt on here, boy.
That's okay. I can say that because I didn't really tell you his last name. So
no, that's not even his real name.
Yeah, it's not his real name. Yeah. It's not even.
We just call him Dylan for fun.
We just call him Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have some other nicknames for him?
Dildo Baggins.
Anything else? Dill Dog.
Dill Dog. That's a good one.
Dill Dog.
Yeah, Dill Dog. That's sick.
Don't we have like
I came up with that
don't
one.
we have like a worse one that we can name? We can make up. Let's
gotta,
make up another one right now.
We got to do some brainstorming here.
We're gonna brainstorm right now for you, Jesse. Off tops, right now. I'm gonna hold on. When I count down to 1, you're gonna whatever comes to mind. Okay, ready?
Oh God, hold on.
No, you don't get time.
Dylan Harper.
No, you gotta wait. Whatever comes to mind. Blurt it out. Whatever. The first thing, you don't think about it. The first thing after I count to 1, you're gonna come out with what his nickname is. 3, 2, 1.
Dillo Pet. Like pillow pet? I don't know.
Lip pillow.
Yeah.
No, Nick Fiend.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I don't know. Trying to think.
Anything else we want to talk about?
This
guy, guys. We appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on.
Yeah, just thought we'd sit down, do a quick little recap how the weekend went, and for sure go watch the vlog. I mean, even if you don't like dirt bikes, everyone loves a dirt bike crash. So hold on. There's a few in there. What's up, dog?
Where's your wig at?
He ain't got no wig.
I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that?
Literally, you're on a timer.
You're on a timer? Okay, well, let us know give us what you want to for the Hayden Deegan, his new haircut. We want to know what you have to say to Hayden Deegan about his new little hair, his nice little haircut he's got with his nice little bleach blonde. Haircut? He's got a nice little bleach blonde chicken head now.
He just went through his Canon motocross event, and all the 2-year rookie guys all bleach their hair blonde. It seems like
he's going through a mental stage right now.
Adorable. I love Hayden Deegan's new little piss blonde haircut.
Yeah, he is adorable.
Very attractive. You know, it's probably got the girls popping. Everybody loves it.
If you ever need a wingman, just hit my boy Dill Dog up.
Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah. I think his points went up by like 100 just because of his haircut. He's probably got a bunch of chicks sliding in the DMs right now.
Yeah, so show him your G voice because that's really gonna help you, Deegan, when you're out there and you're in the club with Dill Dog. He's gonna you know how the G guys they get to be your wingman because like the girls will talk to him, they're no threat. So give him your little voice that you'll use on the women for him.
Like, hey girls, my name's Hayden. And
no, your name's Hayden. Your name's Dill Dog. No, your name's Dill Dog. You're the wingman. Hayden needs your help.
Oh yeah, so I'm just like everybody's best wingman. Like, hi, my name's Dylan. My friend Hayden said that you have such beautiful eyebrows and eyelashes. Where did you get them done? Oh my god.
Hell yeah, that's the move these days. You say, girl,
and then then I'll give you another line. He's a little shy. He just went through his stage with his blonde hair. So, you think he could come talk to you? You think you maybe walk up to him?
Y'all are some weirdos for real.
He's a super pro. He's a super pro at supercross, motocross, and just being an all-out Banff.
Oh my gosh, my boy Hayden. He just loves Sharpies, and he just loves taking them in places that you don't even know about.
You did not just go there. You did not just go there. Hey, that didn't come from me, so don't look at me, guys. I didn't say a word.
My sister Haley taught me all of it.
Yeah, Haley knows everything about Sharpies.
First the Sharpie, now the hair. What's going on with this family? I'm just kidding. We're
Right,
just
well, my
kidding.
sweet aroma boys.
All right, back to work for
Yeah,
Dill Dog to scam
late,
all his
dog.
credit card people.
Adios, muchachos.
Later, homie. Thank you.
This was heated. He's like, finally, we got this one on the pod.
Finally.
So
for
basically,
30 seconds.
they got this dude held hostage in his room because he works at home and he helps people get their credit repaired. I'm literally just kidding. He's not scamming people.
Yeah,
So he's trying to get their,
he does the Lord's work out there.
They give you a money back guarantee after 90 days if nothing happens. So you get your money back. That's the only company out there. He says one of the only ones that does 90-day guarantee.
Shout out.
Yeah, so finally got him on here. So basically, they got him held hostage in the room. He said he only gets 3 10-minute breaks, and he can't leave his own bedroom.
Damn.
So I don't know about you, but I would tell them, I'd give them the big bird and go do whatever I want whenever I want. So if I want to go to the bathroom, I'm going to the bathroom, you know.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to say I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to go on the podcast.
I mean, they make a speakerphone, right? Use that shit in the bathroom.
There's a reason why I own my own business.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a good listener. I'm a good micromanager.
Yeah. This fucking guy.
This dude's just like
This guy.
shaking his head. All right, guys, we're gonna add this in to the podcast. Shots were fired. So we had the pod yesterday. Maybe like an hour later, after I went home, I saw we got a nice post from Logan Mead on his Instagram. So he just wanted to talk about that. So Logan had the points lead for the Moto Hill Climb series in 2 classes. And he threw a nice little photo out here with him, in the back of his van, I believe. And he said, the face you make when you're leading 2 classes the entire round till at Joseph Fallnut 71 beats you out last second. And he did tag him. LOL. This is the hashtags. LOL. Love it. Right on, bro. Good for you. Happy for you. More like go F off. Are you serious?
It's classic.
And then Joseph, shout out to Joseph though, because he, like Logan said, he did have a great run. So props to you, bro. Like I watched some of those runs, and you were actually killing it out there. And if you guys don't know, he actually owns a Laced. So yeah, go check those guys out. They're pretty cool. And he was killing it out there. But yeah, that's just hilarious. I just wanted to talk about that. And I also wanted to say, like, I didn't really know anything about the Nitro and Mud show because I'm not really like a hill climb guy. I'm sure Jesse didn't know about it either, but we were listening to it the day before, trying to get psyched up and just kind of learn a little bit more about hill climb. And they were actually talking about that on the episode. Guys coming in, these guys are racing all the rounds in different states. So when you're doing all this, sometimes you got these random motocross guys that come in, and they come in and they sweep the class, and then that might affect your points. So that's just crazy to me. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Shout out to the Nitro and Mud show. You called that one. So apparently he was winning 2 classes, and that took away his points lead. That is racing, but
Totally.
But I can understand the frustration.
Yeah, because think about all the traveling. I mean, that's like it costs a lot of money to get to each of these rounds, especially when you're traveling the U.S. to do it. So I totally understand Logan's frustration. It's brutal.
No, either way, I mean, Logan is straight savage. Like I said earlier, I mean, he made it over the hill on a stock bike. He was literally the first person. I thought I was nervous, and then he was like, "Bro, I have to go up first." Like,
Yeah,
there's
that
no
must be
lines.
tough.
There's no lines. I wouldn't even want to go up there because I mean it's all grass, so it's like you can barely even see the line. I mean, he's basically forming his own line up that hill when you're going first. At 9:10 in the morning. So I can definitely give him.
Yeah,
props
all
for
the
that
grass
one. I
is
mean,
still on the hill. It's like it must be a little slipperier getting up there, with no
for
lines
sure.
cut in yet, for sure.
For sure, bro. So basically, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I mean, that definitely was so funny of Logan. And obviously, I don't think a lot of people. I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm pretty sure that Logan's sponsored by Lace, so they're buddies. So it's definitely a joke. I'm sure. I mean, obviously partially serious, but also partially a joke. So spicing things up for the hill climb guys. We love to see it. Because we watch Supercross and motocross, and that kind of stuff happens with these riders. They like to post things, so it's cool to be a part of that, and like see stuff like that happen in your own industry, and not just like on TV.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was hilarious when I saw that. I was like, oh my god, I wish I would have seen this like before we were done with the pod. But he posted it probably like an hour after.
True.
I think I think he posted it like right at 5:00.
Huh.
We were pretty much done at like 4:45.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd come back in here and just like talk about that for a second. And shout out to Logan, shout out to Joseph. You guys are killing it out there.
Hell yeah.
So definitely respect to you guys. And then one last thing. I know you guys saw Dylan on the pod on FaceTime.
First time, right?
Yeah, apparently last night. Buttery got his Hellcat stolen.
Yeah.
I just commented like, oh, it's probably at the chop shop. Hopefully, I forgot what I said. But I said something like that, and I was like, R.I.P. with a sad face.
Yeah.
And then Dylan decided he's gonna go on there. I don't really think it was that bad of a comment, but to be real, I mean, apparently the comment got removed from Buttery.
And he blocked him, right?
I
Buttery
believe
blocked
that's apparently
his ass.
what he's telling me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see.
Dylan, you must have been really mean to Buttery, dude. Come on.
So what did he write? He wrote.
He didn't. He said WTF? I didn't even say anything bad.
So he said, R.I.P. kitty cat with a little cat emoji and an R.I.P. symbol. Hopefully the insurance pays back the dough. Worst case, launch a merch kitty cat GoFundMe.
What?
So basically, like he's saying, like, and he's saying,
I get it.
He's saying like, do a T-shirt with the Hellcat on it, like R.I.P. or something, And
You think Buttery would heart that, not
yeah,
like
that's what I'm
dislike
saying.
it?
But I think what happened was Buttery. That's already his idea. In my mind, as a business owner, I'm a business guy at Buttery, so I kind of understand it. It's like, do you really want him to say that? And then everybody sees that comment, and then you post a merch drop, and then people are gonna think it was his idea. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? So he probably is already planning that. You know what I mean? So that's a smart thing to do. I mean, I think that would be awesome to have a Hellcat R.I.P. Hellcat shirt. You know what I mean? So
that'd be funny.
Hilarious. He's butthurt, so that's actually hilarious as well.
Yeah.
So
what's up, Buttery?
What up, dog? So that shit was cracking me up, bro. Apparently he's like, what the heck, bro? He's like, he blocked me. And it said
That's
it said
funny.
your post was removed, and I was like, he probably flagged you, like. And then it says, try again later. We restrict certain activity to protect our community.
Oh gosh, freaking Instagram.
And then he tried to post another comment. I didn't say anything bad. I was supporting a friend or something like that. And then so everyone he posted says, could not send.
Yeah.
And then here's mine right here.
Blocked his ass.
Locked in right there. 3 likes. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Made it.
Yeah. Hopefully, Buttery. Hopefully you get your car back. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah,
I
think
doubt
we already
it.
talked about it a little bit.
We did. But
yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. Like, this fool's always getting blocked by people because he just says stupid ass shit. Literally.
Yeah.
It's honestly like entertainment,
For sure.
Sometimes he'll hit me up and be like, should I post this? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, if you want to post it, post it. Like,
Yeah,
I
come
don't
on.
care. I'm not going to be like, yeah, post it. And then you blame me because you get blocked or something. So it's like, if you want to post some stupid shit, that's your profile. Like, do what you want to do. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's hilarious. But yeah, so.
We'll be having more Dylan on in the future. So stay tuned.
There's going to be. He actually has some characters he's going to throw in here, but he was working like you saw on the screen, and he actually, on top of what I said earlier, how he's hostage in his room, he actually has 60 seconds between phone calls, so you can't leave the room. It's like you're literally like hostage in your room. Like, and if you don't answer that call within 60 seconds, his boss is like messaging him and like, what are you doing? So it's like I could not do that, bro. Like
I mean, I'm surprised they don't have a camera on him in his own home if it's that crazy, you know?
For
Like,
sure. I mean,
turn your webcam on.
Yeah, no, he has the webcam on. They're
Yeah.
staring at him the entire
Yeah,
time.
they
so
are
he
watching
mutes
him.
it. So like they could see him talking to us, but he muted it obviously, so he's getting in trouble. But yeah, that's hilarious, man. Freaking
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, so that's it. We're done. We just wanted to talk about that a little bit for you guys, and we'll throw up his post, and so you guys can check it out, and we'll do some shorts on that. So we're out. We appreciate you guys once again.
Later,
guys.
Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.